Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, and we're back in survival mode, and I've got some pretty bad news. So a while ago, I was working in survival, saved my game, left, came back, and the game would not open for me anymore, so I had to reload an old save file that was ridiculously outdated. If you take a look here, you can see I got my helicopter. It's not even painted anymore. My truck is gone. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I had my original vehicle, which was this thing right here, which was a good vehicle, but I was really happy with the truck. So sadly, that's gone as well. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the survival world, so I've decided that I am going to be enabling the unlimited inventory in this world, because, like, I've just lost everything. I don't even have my oil mining thing over there anymore. I don't even have the logbook. So just as a reminder, always make sure to back up your world. I had taken a break from Scrap Mechanic for a little while, and I kind of made a huge rookie mistake coming back in. But that's alright, because that means we're gonna get through this survival world. We're gonna be working on this base here because I want to move into the next survival series. I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a mobile base run. I think I'm going to bring back some Scrap Mechanic streams here on YouTube on the channel as well. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. I've always not wanted to use these commands, but you know what? Here we are. We're going to try it out. There we go. All right, we've got the unlimited inventory. So now when we go here, you can see in my backpack, it's just everything in survival. So we're gonna be able to, like, really kind of blitz through this build. Now, the beauty of this as well is I don't have to necessarily go and mine anything anymore. So if you guys have any suggestions for what you want me to build in this survival base, then let me know down in the comments as well. I'll probably just add most things because I don't have to go and mine for it anymore. But then I will, like I said, start up on the new survival base where it's going to be the mobile run. So I'm really excited for that. So I'm going to stick with the original plan though. I am going to work on the base defense system from the Farmbots here. You can see we started off with a nice perimeter area here where I'm going to be putting these giant hammers that can drop down and attack anything that's kind of coming in here and trying to get to the farm. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to set up the inventory, we're going to get it all good to go, and we're going to get building. Okay, so this is the first pillar that we put down on the base. I think I've got it hooked up to a switch here or something. Yeah, there we go. So you can see it drops down that huge chunk of metal, and it should hopefully smash any of the bots that are underneath it. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here. We need to kind of line all of these up for the next set. So I guess I'm going to have to go around the perimeter here and load this up with pistons. Now, I think my idea is, especially now that I can just kind of use whatever I need, I think I'm going to do like a sensor-based system down here where the bots will walk up to it. And then there will be, of course, a sensor there. Now, I do realize I'm probably going to want to keep these sensors kind of like buried into the wall a little bit. So right now, if I put it right here, I would imagine that a hay bot could probably give it a good smack and probably destroy it. So I guess I should probably just break all the way through. And then on the other side, I'm gonna have to put like a little thing that can hold these sensors. All right, there we go. I've got holes going around the entire farm area now, so I should be able to just hop inside here. Now, let's see. Okay, yeah, we got all these different spots. Now, I guess I could probably just kind of put a block on like the side of them here like this, and then what I'll do is I'll point the sensor out from the side. And then that way I don't really need to build anything behind it. I was thinking maybe if I build something behind it like this to put it on, but that's probably not going to be necessary. Hopefully the hay bots won't be able to hit it from the distance there from that one block. I don't know if the like attacks from hay bots or anything have the ability to I just realized something. I don't even need that block there at all. I guess I could probably just put the sensors. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Well, that's a lot easier. I don't need the block. I'll just put the sensors directly on these pillars in here, just like so. All right, so now we've got all of the sensors lining around, and there's one for each piston at the moment. But I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I might have to create like an extra one in between them, just so that way, if the haybots do kind of, you know, sneak their way in between those sensors, I still want one of these to drop down. So I do have this extra spot right here. So I think that's going to work out really well. So I'm going to go around now, and I guess I'm going to poke some more holes in this wall, but we're going to get even more sensors. Okay, so now the extra set of holes is set. I'm just going to go around, and I guess this time, instead of mounting them vertically on the pole, I'm just going to put them in between two of them, just like that. And then these sensors will be able to see out of those holes as well. All right, so we've got all of the sensors now, but I noticed that these corners here, they do have a spot for one of those little hammers to go. But there's not really, it doesn't seem like there's a sensor space for it there. So why don't we take a look here? I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right here at these corners, I have this hole for another piston and hammer set, but there's no sensor spot. So what I'm thinking of doing here is I think I'm going to grab a bearing, and we will put the bearing right there, and I will put a sensor on that bearing. And what we're going to do is the same thing on this corner here. And I think this should be a pretty good solution to this one right here. I might be able to just point this on like a 45-degree angle with a controller. And, you know, I guess that would be better than no sensor whatsoever. So I was trying to think of where I wanted to put the controllers and stuff like that. And I think the best thing to do would be to make a safe box. Because if I have raids coming in, and I have like some very vulnerable components to my base, I want them to be buried and as safe as possible. So we're gonna create like a little box right here that I'll finish up and cover once we have all of the settings configured for this. So we'll just grab one of these controllers and we will bring it to those bearings that we had set up for those sensors there on the corners, just like so. And then we'll just go in here and turn them both to 45 degrees on the hold position there. And let's take a look here. All right, so we're just going to turn that one out. Nice. And then we'll go to this one, and that one's good to go. All right, so now I have to go through here. And I guess I need to kind of manage the distance at which I want this sensor to activate that hammer. Now, I can do a test here without actually smashing myself with that hammer. By stepping next to it here. So what we're going to do is just disconnect that switch there. And we'll put that one on this one right here. So now when I walk up to it, we can see that it will eventually drop that hammer down. So now we'll be able to kind of play around with that distance. So let's see here. Okay, I feel like I need to be pretty much underneath it. And I think I wanted to activate a little bit earlier than that, just because as the bots are moving in, I would imagine that they kind of push their way through. And I mean, there is no real gap here either. This is a very small space that I don't think any of the bots would be able to fit through. But I'm thinking 6 is probably like the perfect number. Now, I was just doing some thinking, and so I've got the sensor in the front here for the one that's obviously directly above it. And then, you know, if we skip a couple, we have another one that would be activating that one directly above it. But we do have these middle sensors, and it's really the question of how do I want to implement this middle sensor. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a logic gate. So maybe if you step on this one here, it will activate both of them. So that way it's kind of like a catch-all. So if there's something in the middle here, it will do just the one. And then if you get one of the in-betweens, then it will do either side. All right, so now I've got 2 hammers set up here. I have some logic gates for each of them. Now, I have that sensor that is sitting there in between them. So what I should be able to do is just attach this one here to both of them on either side like this. And then make sure that these are set to OR, so that way they're active if any of the link triggers are active. And we'll do the same thing on this one. And now we should be able to do some testing here now. So now let's see what happens here. We've got the first one. Now, maybe I could just put a block in front of it, but you know what? I guess I should be the test subject here. So we've got just activating a single hammer. Oh, yeah. Okay, that worked. Okay, hold on. I am inside of it. But that one works there like that. And then we'll do another test on this one. Oh, yeah, perfect. This one worked as well. So I think what I might have to do is fill in the inside there so that the The hay bots don't go in. Okay, but we've got the middle one. Now, let's see. Does the middle one work as well? Yes, it does. Okay, it split them apart. That's kind of interesting, but you know what? We won't know if it works or not until we actually get a raid going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and set up the rest of these perimeters here. Now, there's quite a few of them to do. And despite the fact that I'm using the unlimited inventory in survival at the moment, that doesn't give me access to using the lift to like save and copy paste creations or anything like that. So I'll be kind of manually doing this. So I'm going to go through and get these ones done. It shouldn't take too long. And we'll be able to hopefully test a raid very soon. All right, here we go. I am now building the final hammer, and I think all I should really need to do after this is hook up the sensors to the logic gates, and obviously the logic gates to the pistons as well. Well, hold on. I think I already did that. Yeah, okay. So I've got the logic gates to the pistons already. So now I have to basically just kind of mimic this design here. So that means I need to basically connect like the bottom one here that's directly underneath the logic gate. I think it's probably easiest if I just do this first, and then that way I can kind of create the pattern that we're gonna see while we kind of connect everything together. Now, okay, the corners are a little strange. The corners might be a little different. We'll have to see with some testing how those are even going to react. But once I get around the perimeter here, I'll be able to kind of create that M shape in between these. All right, there we go. And then I'll just go over here like this in the middle one. And we will take these middle ones and just connect them across just like so. And then that way, if any of these sensors are activated, then the corresponding logic gates will turn on as well. And the hammer should drop and crush any bots that are underneath it. And I'm really excited to see if this is going to work or not, because in my mind, this was a brilliant design, extremely over-engineered, you know, but it's going to be really satisfying to see all the bots getting crushed. All right, here we go. Coming around the final bend, just like so. And there we go. Look at that. That looks so cool. Like a really awesome zigzag pattern going around here with the connection tool now. So we've got the sensors, we've got the logic gates. Now these ones are set to OR. That one here is an OR as well. So that means I guess I just need to go around now and change all of these over. Okay, so we've got them all set up now. I guess, let me see here. I need to drop this down because I want to fill in the holes that I made. Now, this is great as well. You can see I have those gaps, though, because I need to be able to access these sometimes, you know, well, or even actually having them crush down and not block the sensor, thinking that there's a bot there as well. That would be a huge problem. Okay, well, look at this. This is a problem as well. Okay, here we go. We've got the opening there now. I think I probably, yeah. I was doing a lot of them, so I kind of forgot a couple steps there, but we've got the opening there. So now we just need to set the sensors to 6. Man, there's a lot of things to set. Now I'm seeing that the corner one here is kind of off alignment from the actual crusher, which is kind of interesting. Now let's see here. I wonder, can I even block that sensor? Okay, there we go. So it's the corner blocking. Wow, that's right. So it's a very direct line. And okay, now it's blocking it there as well. Okay, so this is not a very well thought out design for the corner. Obviously, this is not going to work. So I think I'll leave it for now, and maybe I'll just kind of take it out. There could maybe be like a spud gun corner defense or something like that, maybe. All right, there we go. So all of the sensors are now hooked up. So let's just do a final little test on this side. Yeah, look at that. It drops down nice and easy. And if we do that one there, both of those ones drop. And then we can basically go all the way around if we wanted to, just testing to make sure. But you know what? I think I have a better idea here. I wonder if I can outrun or outmove these sensors. Let's just do like a little strafe to the left. Oh, okay, wait, I'm not running. Hold on. Okay, nope, should have been running. All right, so I'm going to run along these sensors here, and we're going to drop these hammers behind us, and we're going to see if we can make it out all the way to the other side. Oh, yeah. Wait, now, I wonder, I can't really see what happened, so let's just kind of, like, run it through in the third person. Oh, look at that. You can see, okay, so when you go really fast, the hammers don't even have time to drop all the way down to the ground. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, man. All right. I'm really excited to test this out with some type of raid here. All right, I got some crates in the way. I'm going to clear the space here. So I've been looking up how to do a raid on command. Now, this stuff is pretty interesting. It's all new to me. I have never touched this stuff before, so it's a little confusing. But I think what I'm going to try and do for this test is a level 5 raid on a night 3 wave in 1 hour, which I guess would be in 1 minute. So that means I need to do /raid, and then we're gonna do, it's a level 5 I said, and it's a wave 3 in, I suppose it's going to be 1 hour. So let's try that right there. All right, there we go. We've got unauthorized farming detected in 1 minute. Okay, it's working. Now, I need to get somewhere that I can actually see what's about to happen. All right, we got about 15 seconds left until the raid. Now, it's going to be a little difficult to see what's going on from up here, but I think it's going to look really cool from the inside as well, because we're going to see those hammers dropping from the inside here up top, and then as well at the bottom on the ground level. So let's see now. There goes the timer. Okay, we've got the raid coming in. Does this work? Please tell me this works. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The bots are kind of stuck in it. Wait, it went up. Oh! It's working. Look at this. It is... Okay, they are getting stuck inside a little bit. But you can see, look, the hammers... They're like dropping down and crushing one at a time. Oh my god, that's looking really, really weird. Now, can I just go behind them here? Are they going to hunt me down? Okay, yeah, they're going to chase me down. So, I noticed that there was a bit of an issue here with the bots getting stuck inside. You know what? Okay, well, and this is probably going to be a problem as well, having the limbs stuck as well. So, we're going to do another test, but what I want to do is, Okay, hold on. Is there another one stuck down that I didn't notice? I need to go in here, though. Oh, no. Oh, wow. There's a tote bot head stuck inside of it. You gotta be kidding me. But I need to fill in those metal gaps as much as I can. So I'm going to give this a reset. And we are going to try our best to fill these in. There we go. I went around and filled all of that metal in. So we're going to try another raid. Now this time, I want to be more centered to that raid. Because I see, it seemed like all of those farm bots were kind of stuck to the front there. And that's because I was standing at the front. And I guess there's no real crops. So I suppose the raid is really only going to target me anyway. So let's try and kind of centralize ourselves a little bit better here. So let's try another raid. We're going to do the same thing, a 5-3-1. There you go. That's the official term for that raid, a 5-3-1 raid. So you can see we've got 1 minute on the clock. We're going to wait it out. And we're going to watch these bots come in, and hopefully this works a little bit better. All right, here we go. 5 seconds left. Now, these should work better. I'm imagining nothing should really get stuck inside of them. Now, maybe those limbs will go in between that slot for the sensor, but hopefully not. Okay, this looks like a pretty big raid. I can't really see. Oh! They're really going for me. Oh, wow. It seems to be working. I gotta find a better way to get a view here. Look at the hammers from the inside. Look at this. This is hilarious. They're working, though. Look. The crushers are going down. Oh, there's a bot over there. You can't really see it, but, I mean, you know the crushers are working. Oh, man, that's so funny. Look at this. Now, it sounds like we got one somewhere over here. Now, let's see. Wow. Okay, look, this is strange. So this guy, he managed to actually go in between that hole. That's really impressive. And so we did get a couple left over here. Now, can we maybe like attract them over here and get them crushed? Oh yeah, come over here to me. There you go. Perfect. Wait. Is he invincible? Oh, okay, that one just got crushed. Now, I have heard of... Okay, no, okay, he was not invincible. So it's kind of strange. Sometimes the crush comes down, and it seems to work pretty well. and other times it doesn't. Now, I want to do this one more time because I didn't get a really good view. So we're just going to, like, station right here. We're going to watch the front. Now, this is a problem. Notice the legs getting stuck on the sensors. That's a really interesting thing to have happen. So I got a new raid ready to go, and I think I'm in a better spot here to see the hammers going down. Now, I can only go down so far until the camera clips over the build there, but I can see all the way down to here, which isn't too bad. So hopefully we'll get a good view of these bots. Here we got 20 seconds left, and so far this is working pretty good. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And here come the bots. Now, the major problem, though, at the moment is the limbs getting stuck in the contraptions. That's a huge problem. But here we go. Look at that. They're already lining up right at that front wall. Look at all those individual crushers coming down. Okay, some of them are getting stuck. They seem to be bouncing around in there. Okay, this is weird. I think a sensor broke. Something's broken. Oh, no. Wait, nothing's inside, right? Okay, something broke, I think. No, wait, they're still working. Never mind, it's not broken. Oh, God, this is horrifying. Oh, my God, a head just popped out, and there it goes, the final one. Wow. So, it's a little hit or miss. You know, sometimes you get the bots getting stuck inside of it. But it corrected itself. I didn't come out to try and help the system at all. It seemed to have kind of corrected itself. It got it working, and it managed to crush all of the bots. Now, as you can see, it handles raids really well. But now I have a lot of limbs and stuff scattered all over the place. So I'm thinking in the next video, what I might do for the survival world is a... some type of resource collecting system for after the raid. So obviously you can see we did the raid, the monsters came in, and now we have all this debris that we need to clean up. So that would be a really cool system to work on next. So that is going to be the video for today. Again, guys, I'm so sorry for having to use unlimited. You know, I never wanted to have to do this, but losing all of that progress was just really disheartening. So we're just gonna blitz through some really cool stuff. So let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions for this survival world. There's no limits anymore because we're using unlimited, and then once we're satisfied with this survival world, we will move into the next survival series, which will be the mobile base. Again, probably bring back some Scrap Mechanic survival streams as well. So let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to tune in for some more endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Maybe even turn on some notifications so you get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.